Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Fly Girl Mindset. My name is Danielle, and today we're going to be talking about how manifesting isn't a get rich quick scheme. I'm also going to be doing some hot topics for you all, and we're going to be talking about spirituality, things that you can use, tools that you can use to help you to stay in alignment or to clear any resistance. Just so you know that I am a spiritual life coach. Amongst other things, I'm an EFT practitioner. I have a beautiful group membership called The Sweet Spot. We just hit 2 years. I've had this beautiful community that I've been building of like minded, beautiful spiritual women. We have been manifesting our beautiful desired realities. I have plenty of testimonials. I have plenty of things that you can look at in the description box to help you to understand what I've been doing for the last 10 not the last 10 years, but the last 2 years. The last 10 years, I've actually been building my business. So that Freudian slip was actually me giving myself props. But the 2 years of my membership has been 100% just amazing. And on this channel, I want to continue to give you all beautiful meditations, AI music, subliminals, and girl talk. Things that can help you to become your beautiful best self as a woman that's blossoming into her best version of herself. So whether that's manifestation topics, whether that's life topics, whether that's what's going on in the world, whether it's things that you can do to manifest extra money in your life, multiple sources of income, then on this channel, I'm going to be talking about it. Okay. And so with that being said, what I want to do is go into the first topic that I'm going to be talking about today, which is going to be stop entertaining BS. The BS that's going on in your life right now, if I'm being honest with you, a lot of people don't realize that your focus creates your reality. So if your focus creates your reality and you are right now focusing on things that people are saying about you, you're focusing on, oh my goodness, I'm not sure if I can have this, or maybe you're watching content that is completely just fodder. You have to be able to reset and refocus yourself every single day. Ladies and gentlemen who watch this channel, you have to refocus yourself every single day. BS is literally bullshit. It's not going to serve you. It has no purpose in your life if the things that you're watching are not pouring into you and adding something to your life. Also, too, I want you to stop rushing the process of consciously manifesting your life. If you're consciously manifesting your life right now, it looks something like this. I declare a thing. I get clear about a thing and I declare it. Once I declare it, in my mind's eye, when I close my eyes, I can see it. Or if I'm not going to visualize it, I can hear it. Once I hear it, once I feel it, once I can see it, then I go about my life as if it's already mine, meaning that what would I be doing? How would I be behaving if I already had this thing? And once you understand how you would be behaving if you already had this thing, then now you understand that this is the only recipe that you need to manifest the things you desire to have. Not rushing, not being impatient, not saying, oh my goodness, where's my stuff? How come it's not happening for me? That's not how you're going to see things come to you. Think about when you were a kid. Things naturally came to you when you stopped focusing on how it was going to happen or why isn't it here. You just kind of went about your life. You said, okay, I want this. I really want that. I really want this. And over time, you're just like, okay. And you just go about your own happy-go-lucky life. This is how manifestation in its truest form works. We don't have time to be manifesting conscious things with BS. Your life right now is unfolding the exact way that you are assuming that it's going to unfold. If you make the assumption that nothing ever works out for you, then it's not going to work out for you. If you make the assumption that there's some things in my life that I'm working through, and guess what, I'm going to be able to get through it, then guess what? You will start to see that will be the case. So rushing the process of getting to a destination, let me tell you something, you're never going to stop manifesting. Because the actual term of manifesting means to bring into fruition. For spiritual people, manifestation is literally bringing things into fruition. That's whenever you have a thought about food and then you go make it. You just manifested that. Or when you're dreaming about something and you say something over and over and over, and then you wake up in the morning and then you see it on the news, or you see it, in a store, you hear a song. You just manifested that. Now, some manifestations are on a very even kill level, and some things are actually on a bigger scale. The bigger things that you all say, oh, it's too big for me to manifest, these are the things that you have to understand are no different than a penny and $100 bill. A penny and $1,000,000, it's really only frequency. It's not you having to beg or to plead for something. The recipe for disaster is rushing or asking, why is it not here? Your only job is to declare that it's yours, okay? Now, we're going to get into some high value talk. I want to get over into, before I go into our hot topics, I want to also just reiterate that manifestation isn't a get rich quick scheme. You don't get to go online and just watch a bunch of stuff and you're like, okay, I'm going to watch this stuff just to get my manifestation. Most people who do that is the reason why they spin around in circles like a hamster going around, or like a dog chasing its tail. People who have their things, they have the love of their life, they have the money that they want, they have the job of their dreams, they have the body of their dreams. They're not chasing their tails around. They're not doing that. Look at the people that you admire, the people that you see having things, and I can guarantee you that they're not looking at manifestation as a get rich quick scheme. It's a lifestyle. They want their life to be beautiful, so they do the things that's necessary to make their lives beautiful. Do you all want to know the number one way that you can kill your manifestations? Is to get into the trap of watching other people live their lives instead of you creating your own. You have to create your own life. Get you a pen and a paper, a marker, whatever, and write down how you want your life to go. If you can't do that, put it in your notes. You have to saturate your mind with the idea of what you want to happen in your life. Not just one or two or three or four times. I know Neville says, oh, set it and forget it. We're in 2025. There's too many distractions. I don't believe set it and forget it for most of you all. For me, I can set it and forget it because I understand how to do that. I have a very calm life. But for most of us who are living a very chaotic life, setting it and forgetting it is not going to work for you, because your mind has to be saturated with the idea that this is mine. I know that it's mine. There's no way that I'm going to be tricked out of my spot. But some people need to be convinced more, so you have to do more repetition. All right, so let's go into the high value things that I want to talk about. Like high value conversations on this channel for me is also incorporating some things that I've been seeing in my comment section and other comment sections. On this channel, it's not just manifestation talk. It's also about things that we go through in everyday life, how to manifest your best life, how to be more confident. And a lot of women are looking to manifest their desired reality with love life. Well, ladies, if you're dating an older man, I just want you to know that things are different when you're dating older men. Just from experience, I am now currently in a marriage with my husband. We're the same age. But I remember when I was dating somebody that was older than me. And I just remember that it was not horrible, but it wasn't necessarily what I would imagine myself being in a relationship with. Dating older men requires that you learn from a person who is not only masculine, but they're older than you. And not only that, you have to have your head on a swivel. You have to understand that if you are the younger person in the relationship, whether they say it or not, you're always going to be looked at as the person that needs to be guided, that needs to be tamed, or needs to be nurtured. So if you are dating somebody that is older than you as a younger woman, let's just say you're in your 20s, early to mid 20s, going into your 30s, be aware that you are not in a position right now in your life to try to overpower somebody who's older than you, especially a man. Let your life unfold. date with the intention to learn, but not to be tied down with older men. This is something that somebody asked me in one of my comment sections. I can't remember what channel it was, but I was like, okay, I have to address this. Also, too, for ladies who are dating high value men, you want to have a high value man. This is not something in society that I think people understand. Value is subjective. If you just look up the definition of value, every person holds something of value different to them. So this camera that I have in front of me is very valuable to me because it's a very expensive camera. This little camera is like $600, right? This mic that I have in front of me is $100. Okay. My iPhone is what, $700? So these things hold value to me because I invested money, more money than most people would, into these things. What do they do for me? This helps me to run my business. This helps me to have amazing videos for my business. And my Yeti mic helps me to sound really well for my meditations and my audio. So think about this when it comes to high value men. What do the men that you're dating, or a man that you're dating, what is the value that you see in this person? What does this person do for you to help you overall? An overall high value man or high value men, and I'm putting the LOL there because most people think high value is material things. But what I want you to understand, ladies, if you're dating a man and you want a high value man, this man has no aesthetic physically. It's more so of a spiritual aesthetic that they have. Their spiritual aesthetic, meaning like, do they nurture you? Do they care for you? Do they tell you that you're beautiful? Do they put you as a priority? That is a high value man to me. A high value man sees the value in you and doesn't try to mold you or shape you into something that you're not, while also understanding that in your life, his role is to nurture you, to create a safe environment so that you can thrive. I feel like because I work from home, I can actually thrive in my environment. You know, I worked outside of the home in a traditional 9 to 5 for almost 15 years. And what I will tell you is that I have no intentions of going back outside of the home to work, because I know what it's like to have a man who's like, okay, one of us will have a 9 to 5, you'll go and do the entrepreneurship, and we'll meet in the middle. With or without that type of man in my life, I'm still going to do what I desire to do, but it's just nice to have a man who understands that there's balance. So a high value man to me, and what I teach all the beautiful ladies that I come in contact with manifesting like a soulmate or your partner, is to look for a man that values your spirit, not material things, because these things, they help me. They're material things. They cost money. But the real thing is, what do they do for me? How do they help me to thrive and to be better? So it doesn't matter if you have a man who has a lot of money or a man who has a little bit of money. Does this man make your heart sing? Does he create an environment where you can thrive? Meaning, does he create a safe home? Does he make sure that you're taken care of mentally, spiritually, and emotionally? That is a high value man, okay? Also, I want you ladies to protect your purse. Your purse is your cootie cat. You know what I mean. Protect the most sacred part of yourself, which is whenever you allow somebody to enter into your sacred womb space. Your vajayjay, your kitty cat, your purse. That type of energy that you exchange with another person is very detrimental to your mental health. There's a thing that they call it like being like digmatized, where like you're so far gone over the eggplant that you can't think straight. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't give a damn about no damn eggplant when it comes to my mental health. Like, you can take care of your mental health first and then get your peen. But protecting the sacred part of yourself where somebody is entering into you, y'all have to understand there's a such thing as soul ties. Soul ties are a very, very big thing. And this is not for me to tell you what to do with your sexuality or with your sex life. I'm just telling you, listen to Auntie here, since y'all want to call people 40 and above Auntie. I mean, do I really look like an Auntie? I might sound like an Auntie, but I know I don't look like an Auntie. So just call me Big Sis. Big Sis is trying to tell you from experience. I was once a 20-something-year-old woman, and it ain't worth having a bunch of bodies. Not saying that I did have a bunch of bodies, but once I started to realize, oh, I'm dating you, and y'all all pretty much are not adding to my life. It's just we're good, but the sexual aspect is not really hitting like it's supposed to hit. You know, somebody that respects you as a woman will respect you sexually. Like, you should be able to be with a man and not have sex with them for a week or so or a month or so without them having an attitude about it. What happens, and I'm just a person who's married, what happens when a person gets sick? What happens when you have a baby and you can't have sex? What happens when, you're going through an emotional state and you just don't feel like it? Your libido is down. See, these are the things that older women talk about. You got to protect your energy and protect your womb, protect your you have to protect the part of you that is sacred, which is letting any person enter you physically. Because there comes a point in your life where you understand that sex is great. However, it's not going to be the end all and be all to get a man to stay with you or to keep a man. Okay, so that's one thing I want to talk about. I want to shift gears to the things that I'm working on. My Sweet Spot membership just turned 2 years old. So I'm very thankful for those of you who have been with me for the past year. And for the past 2 years, there's just like a handful of y'all that's met me like from the beginning. Moving forward in my membership, I really want to start to incorporate spiritual classes. I want to do spell work. And I also want to start to teach people how to make their own subliminals and their own like playlists for saturating their minds. And I'm going to go heavier on the entrepreneurship side, or the side hustles, or creating different sources of income, because that's what's really been thriving in my membership. I have a growing community of beautiful women within the Sweet Spot membership that are looking to build their own platforms. And I think it's time that you do that, because look at the economy. Those of us who work online, we're making money. See, there's no tariff on digital products. There's no tariffs on AdSense on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram. And don't let people tell you that there's no money online because it's saturated. Give yourself 2 or 3 months of being consistent. And I mean like 2 or 3 videos throughout the week. Get yourself a coach like me or somebody else, a group or something like that. Join, it could be a free Facebook group. It could be my membership. It could be a coach. Get around people who are doing things already so that you can kind of get some game. And I would say after that, just like go for it. You want to start an Instagram, you want to start a YouTube channel, you want to start a TikTok page or whatever, please do it now. Because just because you may only have 100 people or you may only have 30 people right now, you just never know who may want to really purchase or buy into what you're selling. I have a tarot channel that only has like 190 people so far. And I've had 2 people book tarot sessions with me in the past month. I'm pretty sure as my numbers go up on my tarot channel, there'll be more people. But I know what it's like to start from a very small amount of people and then to grow your channel. My main channel has over 30K subscribers. The channel that we're on right now is growing. I've gotten over 100 new subscribers in the past month on this channel. So if you're watching this in the replay, thank you very much for joining the channel. A lot of AI music. A lot of AI music on this channel. A lot of y'all are here because of the AI music, but you're also here because of my vibe. This is why it's important for me to go live. It's important for me to let you know that this channel is not just an AI music channel. It is also a channel where you're going to learn how to saturate your mind, reprogram your subconscious mind, but you're also going to get the information that you need to thrive. This channel is called the Fly Girl Mindset. So there's going to be me talking to you all. There's going to be So many different beautiful tools that you can use to just reset yourself, to stay on track. I believe music is the number one way to reprogram your subconscious mind. So that's why I lean into the music. And since AI is doing a really great job with providing the service for those of us who love to write and do music, then why not? That is something that I really want to lean into. So with that being said, I really appreciate you all for being here. Thank you so much. If you've stayed this far, please leave me a comment, like the video. That's the least you can do for exchanging time and energy. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.